gente, pero mírate nomás. Eres una muñequita como tú, no hay otra igual. La neta eres otro rollo y contigo quiero todo.
Welcome back or welcome to my channel. So I actually might get copyrighted for that exact 3 seconds, but it's fine. So welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video, by the title and the thumbnail, we should know what type of video we're doing today. Today we are doing a long and awaited makeup tutorial. I have been putting this video off to the side because I feel like if I just sit down and film like this, I'm just gonna yap and yap and yap, and I don't want this video to be like freaking 3 hours long. And I feel like I will make a 3-hour long video. I have my hair and my eyebrows done. These are how my eyebrows look. I don't gel them down, I don't fill them in. The only thing I do is conceal them, and I conceal them with this e.l.f. one. More specifically the hydration one, not the black one. The black one is the matte one. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually moisturize my face. So I use this moisturizer, I use this one, and then I do also use, where'd it go, it's right here, the Pond's, and then my all-time favorite. And the reason I use so many freaking moisturizers, which is 4, including my little serum, is because I have dry and oily skin. More specifically, I get really dry on my nose, and then I get oily on my chin and my upper lip. But for the most part, girl, my makeup is not gonna eat and it's not gonna be smooth. Neither is yours if you don't moisturize. Please, please, please moisturize. I'm gonna put
a few moments later.
We're gonna put this, and I only use a little bit of this, and I put it all over, kind of like my bottom of my face. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with the actual stuff. This is where my face is gonna get hella red. I don't use so much of Pond's, but I honestly do feel like I do use it a lot. This one's my all-time favorite. This is what makes my skin look good. Y'all, the more moisturizer you use, the more that makeup is gonna eat. Today I'm going out. I already told you guys, but I'm actually going out to a privada, and it's been forever, but for those of you who don't know, I came back from Cancun a little bit ago, and when I came back from Cancun, when I came back from Cancun, I came back sunburned. I came back, I don't know what it is, and I literally laid in bed, I feel like for weeks, and I'm finally like getting up. I'm finally deciding to, go out. Okay, by the way, I recommend this one, and I recommend I went ahead and moisturized off camera, which is why I look like this. So now we're gonna get into this face because now we look like this. Okay, so for foundations, I go ahead and I go in with the Morphe one. Give me one. This one's a shade for that one. Or, you already know, e.l.f. And this one just goes on my cheek. It goes everywhere. Let's be honest. Okay guys, so now that I'm done moisturizing, I'm just kind of painting my face with this. It's literally just a little flat brush. I'm just going in with the Morphe one, going with the other one, and this one's gonna just even out the skin color. I know it's a lot. I used to use more, but and that is all the foundation I use. TBH, no more, no more, no more, no more. We're gonna go in with the beauty blender, and all we're gonna do is tap this. And now that we look like a glazed donut, this is the bronzer or contour, whatever you want to call it. I use this one's in the shade medium. So we're gonna go in with this, and we're gonna go in with the bronzer, or what would you call it, contour? I don't know, Real Techniques in the number, hold on, 200. I do put it a little higher than you normally do, but I'm literally just tapping. So I keep going this way, so I feel like I should move you guys with me. But I keep moving. So I think this is a better angle. Literally just tap, and we're going up. So you see how it's like forming to my cheekbone. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Now we're gonna go in, let me grab it, with the e.l.f. matte one. This one's in the shade medium beige. We're gonna use this one, and all we're doing is chin, here, here. That's about it. And we're only doing this to kind of even out the skin color. And I'm gonna go in with concealer. The concealer that I use, let me actually show you guys to give you the white type of makeup. We're just gonna use the e.l.f. one that we concealed our eyebrows with, and I'm gonna put it right here and this one right here. Now I'm gonna go with this one. This one's a Wet n Wild one. This one's in the shade Fair. This one's a lot whiter. You want a white one if you want like a white under eye, or a brighter under eye, not a white. Then we're gonna let this sit just a little bit. Maybe I want to say like let it sit for like literally like 10-20 seconds. Meanwhile, we're gonna go in with the our blush. I use the same one but in the e.l.f. one. This one's in the shade Pinky Promise. And then 1 dot, technically like 3 to 4 dots. But now for this one, I have my brushes here. Still Real Technique, but in the 402. And I use my arm like a palette, and I'm gonna go in. Who cares if I get the concealer? It's fine. Now I don't bring this one up here. We just leave it there, and I low-key blend the e.l.f. one with it to make it a little less lighter, or to make it lighter and like more of like a baby pink. So that's what you're supposed to look like. Still leave the bronzer there, don't go down. You kind of want to give it like a Duvalin type of look. And we're gonna go in with this, and then we're gonna blend just the like inner eye, and then we're gonna put that concealer on like the side of my nose. I don't contour or bronze or whatever you want to call it. I don't do any of that. Now once you have it like this, the only thing you're gonna do is take this, you're gonna squish it, and we're gonna go up. And still leave that little line, but kind of like where it's like white, pink, and then like brown. So now that we're gonna do that, we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. I'm gonna take this wipey. I'm gonna clean my lips. I feel like, I don't know about y'all, but I can't stand what my lips look like. Anywho, I'm gonna go back in with my bronzer or my contour and just bring it down. Literally bring it down. Don't forget to blend your neck, please. If you don't blend your neck, then it kind of like, when you put powder, you're gonna give like 20 different shades. Now that we're here, we're gonna go in to our very, very, very last step of our bronzer of our liquid. We're gonna go in with the Too Faced, and this is what I'm locking my face with in the shade Almond, and then with again more of the e.l.f. So, and then I'm setting my face with the Fit Me one. Let me grab the new one in shade 120 Classic, like Ebony or something like that. I'm gonna take this, take a powder puff. I'm going to kind of tap this, and then the X is on my arm. Alright, I have to dig in this one. Okay. For this one, we only put it very, very, very little. So when we put this one, it's the same thing. Very, very, very little. but it's just so both colors blend very well and we don't look like we got freaking white. Okay, now because we're gonna set this, we're going to use our brush and just blend it. The blush is gonna give it, I feel like, to me it gives it a very nice kind of just let me go up, avoiding the blush. But like I said, I'm blending because I know that this isn't a set. Once I do this, I am gonna go like over it with the beauty blender. But the reason I brush first is because one, this is the last step that I'm using for liquid, so once I lock it in, I cannot go back to liquid. I know that there's people who have oily skin and they're done like using their powders, and let's say, you know, they want to add more concealer on their face but their freaking face is already set. They can still do that. If I do that, it leaves a patch, like it won't blend. But the reason I do it with the blush and then a beauty blender is because if you do it with the beauty blender first, the product gets absorbed by the beauty blender instead of the actual product being on your face. Okay, so once you're done blending, go straight in with the powder, pressed powder under your eye. I go through my face. A lot of people just set their under eyes and then they go in with loose powder all over their face. I don't do that. I go ahead and set my entire face with this exact same powder because I feel like it really gives me like my face, like, I don't know, I just feel like it just makes it look nicer and more like set. It just makes it look nice, trust me. I mean, regardless, it's still powder, just this sets it in, it locks it in. Okay, Wet n Wild loose powder. This one is in the shade, or not shade, it's just translucent. Take the white one. Okay, now that we pack it, pack the rest of your face with it. Okay, so now that we've powdered our face and we look like a marshmallow, same thing I said, just with powder. So I'm gonna go in with this one to contour my face. I'm gonna specifically use the lighter one and then use the darker one on my cheeks. It literally says acá what it's used for, but I don't follow that. I don't follow that. Because who does? Who does? Who does? I'm gonna use a contour acá. I'm actually gonna use my other brush. Hold on. Okay. This one is already focused to do what it's supposed to do. Okay. Now that you've done it to both, take that same contour and do it on your jawline. And then we're gonna take, like I said, blend it in to your neck. Then we're gonna take the other one and now it's gonna be to our forehead. And just take like an eyeshadow brush and we're gonna go in with that just on our inner corners and then just a little in. This is what I use, which basically just like that. También acá. Just a little bit. Okay. If you need a little bit more, go ahead and use a little bit more. Me personally. Okay. Now that you got it to look the way you want it to look, now we are going to go in, y'all, with the blush and everything. So for my blushes, please bear with me. I just dropped it. I use like 5 different blushes, I feel like. So First one, volume 4. Where's my big blush? This one's in 400. I mix both. More, I'm not gonna say specifically, but exactly the top one more than the light one. But you know, we still blend it in. This is really pigmented, so I hit the out of it. Okay, and you're only putting it on the upper. Even if it gets a little bit on your eyelid, please, please, please don't put it anywhere else. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna go in with this one. And we're going to, this one's pigmented, so just 2 taps. We're gonna smile because this one's gonna get brought down to our like cheekbones. This right here. Kind of like this. But I feel like it always works doing darker to light because then you're gonna look like a straight up tomate, but okay. When I do this, oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm specifically going for the side of my nose to give it that like I contoured it, but I don't do anything to it. And then I don't put powder. Let me show you guys. On the bottom of it, it's just there because if you do it on the bottom, you're gonna get powder here and you put your blush there. Lean towards more folding it like this and only getting it on the top because that's where your under eye is, and then this way. That's about it. Okay. Now once I'm done doing this, sometimes the powder does, I'm not saying it's perfect and you know the powder is not going to get over it. It will, so I just go over it one more time. And then I will be adding highlight. Hold on, yeah, guess who's calling me. Okay, y'all, so I finished the powder and everything like that. I totally forgot, and I forgot to show you guys the last part, which is literally my lips. So let me show. So the lips I used, and I didn't really do much. It just looks like I finished because, and I did so much more without you guys because I did my lips. But my cuñada called me, so I'm literally on the phone with her while we're wrapping, because guys, for the first time in forever, she is coming with us. My boyfriend, which is her brother, doesn't let her out when we do these type of stuff because obviously, you know what I mean, guys, she's 15, we're 19 and 20. But I used the LA Girl one in the shade Cafe, I believe. Yeah, and all I did was outline my entire lips with it. Okay, y'all, this is my final makeup. I think it came out really cute. I did put gloss on just a little bit, but just regular like Aquaphor. But this is the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in another video.
La neta eres otro rollo y contigo quiero todo. Esos labios que me pidan yo le